Fellas, AC here, welcome to another review. This is a fragrance that even Creed copied. Now, this came out in 2003. It's a very strong fragrance. I'm just gagging at the moment. Oh, I've just sprayed it. So, came out in 2003, Pierre Bourdieu. Now is the parfumer. Now, I want to start this review by telling you a story. And that story is about myself. I got this 4 years ago. And when I got this, it was December, early December. And when it arrived, the day after it arrived, I was supposed to travel somewhere. And I was driving. It's about 230 odd miles. So it was going to be a long drive. So I said, all right, let me test this. I had no idea how strong this was. So I put 4 on my shirt, 2 on my hand. It was a massive mistake. Because in winter time, obviously, it's very, very cold. And I was in this car, my car, I was driving and I had to endure this for about 6.5 hours. And it was so strong, first couple of hours, it was so strong. I thought to myself, my God, what a massive mistake I've made. And it turned into a hate for this fragrance. I absolutely disliked it. And I didn't touch this for about 2 years. Slowly, I've learned to live with this fragrance and now I absolutely love this fragrance. Absolutely adore this. The reason is, it smells amazing in warm weather. So let's start this review. I thought I'll tell you this story because a lot of people are in my shoes. Yeah, probably you all also, even now, dislike this fragrance. I've already sprayed it, but I want to start again. Oh, this is strong, okay? Really strong. Oh, it smells. Oh, this is strong. It smells of very dry and airy lavender, powdery. Juicy and spicy. So green spiciness is coriander, juiciness is basically pineapple. And it's mixed with some sweet notes like vanilla, cinnamon. Also, there's a bit of earthiness. And I assume it's vetiver and patchouli. I find this fragrance to be extremely strong. Yeah, and you can see what happens to me when I wear very strong fragrances. I can hardly breathe and talk. That's why I avoid very strong fragrances. Whew, my God, this is strong. In the mid stages, the fragrance becomes a bit sweet. There are 22 notes in this fragrance, you know. So I don't get all of them. But it becomes a little bit too sweet for my liking. And one thing you would know if you follow me is I don't like too many sweet fragrances. But this is the kind of sweetness I have no problems with. It's a fruity sweetness, juicy sweetness, which is not like a candy. It smells like fruits. And that lavender turns the fragrance into a bit of a clean sheet smell without being soapy. So it's clean sheet, fresh, clean lavender with juicy fruitiness and sweetness. The fragrance loses its fruitiness and brings in a little bit of warmth and more volume. It's not as sharp and incisive when it dries down. It's more like a clean musk with lavender and vetiver and also amber and coriander. Sort of spicy amberiness. Yeah, it's a beautiful fragrance. Really enjoy it now, although much stronger than I prefer, but you know, some people like it that way. So, upsides and downsides. See, this is a budget fragrance, okay? And in spite of being a budget fragrance, Pierre Bourdieu has done a superb job, a splendid job. For Creed to copy this, it says a lot. The Creed, this is also compared to Yop Homme. It's seriously strong. Yop Homme is more vanilla, more sweeter. This has got vanilla as well, but it's not as sweet and sugary as Yop Homme is. Yop Homme is very, very fine fragrance, not for me. This one, I've grown to like it a lot. I really do enjoy it. And, you know, in spite of being a cheap fragrance, it's been made with creativity, with heart, with a love that it deserves. And that's why it's the biggest upside for me for an inexpensive fragrance to be copied by a niche brand says a lot. Number 2, tremendous performance. You can see what's happening to me. I'm struggling with this. It's so strong. It's really is humongously strong fragrance. Excuse me. And it has that, the complement factor, which should be the third upside. It's a clean fragrance. Approachable, friendly, fun, happy, clean fragrance. And in summertime, if you wear this, you're bound to get noticed, especially if you're in the younger age groups. Now the downside, synthetic composition. If you do not like strong synthetic fragrances, you stay away from this, right? But if you grow to like this like I have, nothing better than that. I love this fragrance when it's summer, when it's hot. Number 2 downside. Well, it's basically one of those fragrances that you have to really watch your sprays. You might think you've stopped smelling it, but I tell you what, it lasts and lasts. Go 4 sprays and you'll kill everybody in the room, and they'll probably not like you for that. So avoid that sort of situation. It's very, very strong. Now, seasons. Warm weather. Warm weather, because warm weather brings out the best bits in this fragrance. In spite of being sweet, in spite of being powdery, it has this raspberry, juicy raspberry note, which is just amazing, and it's throughout the journey of the fragrance. And remember, there's raspberry in Tom Ford Tuscan leather as well. It's not that kind of raspberry. The raspberry here is juicy. It's a really juicy fragrance, and that's what makes this fragrance outstanding for me. But watch the sprays. Now, whether I said summer, spring, ideal, It goes in winter as well, but because it's so dry and airy and strong, winter could be a problem. Age groups, younger age groups, I think. Everybody actually, but if you're a young chap, you're going to like this. The dry down is warm, sandalwoody, kind of sandalwood nuance. So it's kind of very attractive. And it's one of those fragrances that people like. And as long as you don't go like I did. I had 1 spray, fresh spray. I put 2 more, and now I can't even speak. So it's a young man's fragrance, especially daytime. I think I've covered all aspects, haven't I? So seasons, as I said, I really have to say this: summer and spring. Marks out of 10. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It's a brilliant value for money, inexpensive beast mode fragrance that goes very well in all climate conditions. But summer and spring are the best. 7 out of 10. Hope you like the review, fellas. Take care. Bye-bye.